Coming up on Fulton today, Fulton County Sheriff's deputies begin the roundup of jury duty no-shows. We'll have the story. And seniors learn what to do if they become victims of elder abuse. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. The grace period is over for Fulton County residents who failed to respond to their jury summons by the Fulton County Superior Court. And now, sheriff's deputies are issuing what are called show cause orders to everyone who did not answer the call for civic duty. FGTV's Tracy Flanagan has the story. Tracy?
Fulton County judges warned they were going to get tough on residents who skipped their jury duty service. Now they're making good on that promise with help from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office.
Any questions, comments?
This is exactly how the Sheriff's Office afternoon roll call proceeds every Tuesday through Thursday. But now, Sheriff deputies have another item on their agendas to serve show cause orders to those Fulton County residents who, for one reason or another, ignored their jury summons.
In instances where the sheriff's deputies are able to serve, we're asking those individuals to show cause, come to court on July 12th, and tell the judge why they, in fact, had to miss their jury service. And that could be several different reasons, and we expect to hear those reasons on July 12th.
The crackdown started last year when warning letters were sent by the court to the potential jurors who had not responded for service, some 56,000 in 2011. And then in May of this year, the court again reached out to the jurors with its Amnesty Month program and offered the no-shows a chance to reschedule their service without penalty. Only 33 people responded in person in May, but a total of 25,000 have responded since last year. That still leaves over 8,700 others who the court has not heard from.
Jury summonses are not invitations, they are the law. It's a law for individuals when they receive the summons to actually show up in court. And so it's not really a hard stance, it's really the court taking the position that we are doing what we're supposed to do.
The roundup of jurors by sheriff deputies is not what the judges wanted to do, but what they had to do, say court officials. They say that when people don't show up for service, the jury pool is only partially represented in court cases. A problem defense attorneys claim could compromise a defendant's constitutional right to be tried by a jury of his or her peers.
And again, we're here to serve citizens, and whether that is in the capacity of helping them to reschedule their jury service or ensuring that people have a fair trial, we're here to serve citizens.
Shania, of those who have responded, at least a fifth have been disqualified for legitimate exemptions. For the rest who have not responded at all, Fulton County Sheriff deputies will continue to serve those orders. For FGTV, I'm Tracy Flanagan.
All right, thank you very much, Tracy. Now, if you are not sure if you have an outstanding jury summons, contact the Jury Services Division of the Superior Court of Fulton County. That number, 404-612-4600. Well, a number of new police officers are now in service thanks to the training they received at the only certified public safety training center in the metro area. Cadets from neighboring jurisdictions have completed all of the basics of law enforcement procedures at the Fulton County Public Safety Training Center in South Fulton. 17 graduated in this class after weeks of intense training like this. The new officers got their first official charge from the Fulton County Sheriff.
Now, the one word I told you to remember is reputation. Reputation. That means a lot. The reason I say that is all of you are here because you have a good reputation. In one split second, it can be gone.
This Public Safety Training Center is a regional academy certified by the Georgia Peace Officers Standards and Training Council.
You did the perfect thing. When you went into that spin, don't lock up. Just keep it controlled, stay relaxed.
As a result, county personnel are permitted to train public safety officers from all over Georgia.
We're very proud of the classes graduating here today. They worked very hard over their 11-week period. It's a challenge, very much a challenge for them. They're challenged academically, physically, sometimes emotionally, and they've come through very well. I'm very proud of them.
Each year, Fulton teaches about 5,000 officers in basic, advanced, and specialized training. Well, the Fulton County Sheriff opens the jail to a group of Atlanta students. The Lovett School summer co-eds visited the Rice Street facility to see firsthand what it's like to be locked up. The 38 students and their chaperones heard all about the intake procedure, the meals, and the many opportunities the jail offers inmates to turn their lives around once on the outside.
I thought it was really interesting. I saw some things that I expected, some things that I didn't. It was different than what I thought it would be based on watching like TV shows and movies and stuff, but I liked it. I would definitely, I think it's something people should do, especially our age.
I was actually pretty surprised. I wasn't expecting, or I was expecting to be really scared of everyone, and I wasn't scared at all, actually. I thought it was very interesting to see how you have all these medical help for people in jail, and also just how the jail places look. I thought it was very cool.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Office offers community tours to any group. To schedule one, contact their office. Meanwhile, Fulton County's justice partners open up for an in-depth conversation with Fulton County Citizen University students. In an added bonus class, the Fulton County District Attorney, the Solicitor General, the Marshal, the Chief Judge, and state court representatives all shared information on the state of the county's justice system. The students were as engaged as the officials.
So many people have myths and misconceptions about how the criminal justice works. It's a wonderful opportunity. Anytime citizens get an opportunity to see how it really works, to see the inside, see how the parts somehow or another intermingle, it's always going to be a wealth of information.
Over the 12-week course, the students learned all about Fulton County services. Next week, we'll show you their class with communications and FGTV. Well, some seniors get a lesson in justice as well. The group of Fulton County residents learned firsthand the signs of elder abuse, an abuse many seniors find hard to report. FGTV's Yvette Jones has the story.
It is an issue that many seniors live with, but live with in silence. That's why during this healthy living class at the Benson Multipurpose Facility, the seniors were given information on how to identify abuse, how to report it, and how to get help.
That's why we really try to get the information out, not only to them, but to caregivers and to people in the community, so that they can also have a watchful eye out for seniors that might have a problem.
Law enforcement officials say that many seniors won't report their abuse because it's typically a close family member or friend who is the abuser.
They know it doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good, some things are happening, but to really name it as abuse or neglect, they are not really sure that that's what it really is.
Even if seniors won't report the abuse, people around them can. The types of abuse to look out for are physical, mental, emotional, verbal, sexual, financial exploitation, and neglect.
It is very important that it be reported if someone noticed that either a loved one or a friend or someone that you're taking care of may fall into any of these categories, or somebody you're just concerned about. They may not be clean, their hygiene may be a quick sign, or they may be dressed in a way that may not be appropriate.
The bottom line, counselors say, is to get help. The number to report elder abuse is 1-866-55-AGING. That's 1-866-552-4464. In Metro Atlanta, you can also call 404-657-5250. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Yvette Jones.
Thanks, Yvette. And still to come, the Fulton County Government Center turns into a small zoo. We'll tell you about it in our district-by-district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
North Fulton residents now have a new office to conduct district business, and South Fulton residents get free financial planning expertise. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage.
We began in District 1 with a wrap-up of our coverage on the international visit by the governor of Bahia, Brazil. Chairman John Eves and Governor Jacques Wagner spent time at the Commerce Club with academic officials from the metro area. The group shared ideas on the different ways to expand educational opportunities for both countries. Last month, the chairman and governor signed a memorandum of understanding between Bahia, Brazil, and Fulton County to promote joint initiatives. The officials are focusing on expanding education programs, a sentiment shared by Special Representative Rita Lewis, who spoke on behalf of the Secretary of State Hillary Clinton at both the signing and the subsequent meeting.
We welcome you to work with us on and expand the programs that you have in your efforts. The reason why it's important for me to be here with the county and with the governor is because we know that this work happens at the state and local level.
Governor Wagner has invited county officials and metro leaders to visit Bahia, Brazil. The chairman's office will work on coordinating a possible official trip in the future. District 3 residents now have a new office in North Fulton. Commissioner Liz Hausman officially welcomed her constituents during the grand opening of the Royal Drive location.
Welcome to the new District 3 office.
The Boy Scouts Troop 10 presented the colors, and the Johns Creek Symphony performed the national anthem just before the ribbon was officially cut. Commissioner Hausman then welcomed her guests inside for a look at their new district office.
We had an opportunity today to bring out a myriad of county services and celebrate the opening of Commissioner Hausman's district office and share with the community the variety of services that the county provides, whether it's arts, libraries, health and human services, and a lot of our partner agencies, the not-for-profits, were here with us, which truly showed a joint ownership of a lot of the common problems that all communities face. So what a tremendous day, and I was proud to be part of it.
In an effort to accommodate citizens, the commissioner will meet with the residents at her new location, opposed to having them travel to the downtown area. In District 5, it was truly a man's world, and the real men of the Harriet G. Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility took the spotlight. The gentlemen were honored for being teachers, fathers, grandfathers, and most of all, just for serving as a driving force in the lives of many.
We are extremely pleased once again to have an opportunity to say thank you to the men of the Harriet G. Darnell facility, and indeed the men who volunteer at all of our multi-purpose facilities.
The men at the center participate in a variety of activities. They provide assistance with adult daycare services, volunteer as class instructors, and serve as van drivers for the facility. To find out more information about the Darnell Center and its volunteer opportunities, please call 404-699-8580. District 6 Commissioner Joan Garner mingles with citizens and learns about new animals at the Jones Ark and the Atrium event with the Atlanta Zoo. Citizens got a chance to learn about services that the zoo offers while visiting the Fulton County Government Center.
They are here to share with us programs that the zoo currently have, such as the Green Team that talks about recycling in a number of ways. Also, we have some animals here today with us, as well as information about our new children's library program.
Garner said the zoo is a community resource, and during the summer, the zoo will make stops at various library branches twice a month.
Our government relations staff member Thomas Williams approached us about being able to come here and talk to the public, and Zoo Atlanta is always interested in being able to communicate better with our constituencies here in Fulton County and Atlanta. So we thought this was a great opportunity to talk to the citizens of Atlanta about the different programming opportunities that we have here at the zoo.
In April, Commissioner Joan Garner held an event at the Atlanta Zoo with Fulton County department heads and the City of Atlanta officials. Neighborhood leaders were allowed to ask questions and pinpoint resources for issues within their communities. And finally, District 7 residents get a lesson in finance at the Bowden Multipurpose Facility. The Fulton County Cooperative Extension Department hosted the Money Matters Workshop. Participants learned how financial institutions could benefit small businesses and home budgets. The class was also taught a basic understanding of credit.
This program is not only for seniors, it's for everyone. So if you were a senior coming to this class, managing a very tight budget goes right back to basics, knowing how to spend, how to use credit wisely, what type of insurances you should purchase or not purchase, and what you need to do, planning for yourself, your living will, what type of decisions you want made for you when you are either too sick or unable to decide for yourself, and then transferring your assets after you have passed. So it's perfect for seniors, but all of us should be planning from the very beginning to get ready.
The Fulton County Cooperative Extension Department conducts several different programs in the community. To contact them, call 404-332-2400. With this week's District by District coverage, I'm Melissa Lewis.
Thank you very much. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And up next, keeping the West Nile virus from attacking your property. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
Well, take the test, take control. The National HIV Testing Day is the focus of this week's Common Ground report. Veronica Hartwell from Health Services is here now to talk about why this one test is so important. Veronica, welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Sonia. Thanks for having me.
Well, Veronica, I understand from reading in my notes that the HIV infections rate is down in the gay and minority community. Tell us then why the general population testing is still so very much encouraged.
Well, if you test negative, we would like for you to work to stay negative. If you test positive, we want you to work to stay healthy and also to work with your partners.
And tell us more about the HIV test itself and how long it takes to get results.
An HIV test usually consists of several technologies that the community and service providers are using today. One, you can give a blood specimen, which is tested, and you can get your results back in 2 weeks. And there's new technology, which is rapid technology, where we use the urine or oral specimen, which a person can get their results back in about 20 minutes.
And Veronica, are there symptoms that someone might be positive for HIV even before the test?
With HIV, it's really difficult to tell if a person has symptoms, and many times they don't show any symptoms. Oftentimes during the first 2 to 3 weeks, that there are antibodies in the blood that may be presented as a specimen is collected and that is tested for HIV. But oftentimes there are no symptoms, and it's important that the person is tested to know their status in order to know where they are with HIV.
And earlier this year, we shared a story here on FGTV about a campaign that was launched to encourage gay and minority men to be tested. How's that going?
It is going great. In fact, we are preparing for National HIV Testing Day with Fulton County Department of Health and Wellness. We'll be partnering with many agencies throughout the community. We have HIV testing scheduled at Hertz Park, the West End Mall, and Stan Inc. and Decatur will also be partnering with the DeKalb County Board of Health.
And finally, talk about the availability of getting the test at our clinics.
If a person wants to have an HIV test, they can certainly come to our Aldrich Clinic, which is downtown, located across from Grady Hospital. They can also go out to College Park, as well as our new regional, Adamsville Regional Health Center, to be tested for HIV.
All right, Veronica Hartwell with Health Services, great information. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
The main number to the Fulton County Health Services is on your screen. You may call for an appointment anytime to find a convenient location to take an HIV/AIDS test. As we close out Men's Health Month, it is important to remind all males to get a check on their behavioral health. The stresses of everyday life affect us all, but health providers say men are much less likely to seek help. The reasons: depression is perceived as a woman's issue. Men will deny that anything is wrong, and men tend to keep their feelings hidden. Medical Director Dr. Matthew McKenna advises such attitudes are dangerous.
Men tend to take a lot of things on and internalize them. So I think for men, they need to sort of look at themselves if they're feeling hopeless, feeling depressed, feeling discouraged, to be willing to ask for help, call a crisis hotline, or reach out and look out for what the resources are for behavioral health services in the community. Because when it happens to men, it tends to be much more life-threatening.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report men are 4 times as likely to commit suicide. Some 75 to 80% of the people who take their own lives are men. So Dr. McKenna urges men to get help. The special Fulton County Health Services line for men is 404-613-1387. There's a 24-hour hotline for anyone who's feeling depressed and needs help. That number is 800-715-4225. Grills firing up, open pools, and other backyard activities is just an invitation for some uninvited guests. We're talking about mosquitoes. The pesky insects can carry diseases such as West Nile virus and Eastern equine encephalitis. Not to worry, though, the county's Environmental Health Services Division is undertaking the usual precautions.
Last year, the county did about 9,000 catch basins, and we're looking to do at least 10,000 this year. And we also have renewed our contract with Clark Mosquito Control, and they will be larviciding catch basins and providing treatment in high-risk areas that are being identified by our sampling of mosquitoes that's done through Clark Mosquito Control and the University of Georgia Laboratory Division.
And the warm winter means there will likely be a greater number of mosquitoes this year.
So far, Fulton County has been lucky to not have any positive cases of West Nile virus.
Saunders has this advice.
We want to encourage the public to use mosquito repellent when you're out. Wear light colored clothes, lightweight fabrics to reduce the possibility of mosquitoes biting you, because science shows they are attracted to darker colored clothing.
Got questions? Contact Environmental Health Services at 404-613-1301 or go online at fultoncountygahealth.org. And still to come, the big e-campus launch that'll give residents another chance to learn. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Thousands of Fulton County residents now have access to higher education thanks to the library system's e-campus. The Atlanta Fulton Public Library System staff officially launched their online learning program to the public. The electronic learning tool is available for library card holders.
eCampus is a suite of resources that are available to the Atlanta Fulton community and patrons. E-resources contain test prep, GED prep, career assistance, job search resources, as well as continuing education and personal growth resources.
eCampus users have an opportunity to participate in online tutoring and even learn a foreign language with this new addition. The eCampus online tool gives users several options. You can access information to prepare for a standardized test and even assess your job skills. To find out more information, log on to afpls.org. Children were filled with excitement while learning about snakes, spiders, and even alligators. This all took place at the Northside Library, where reptile wranglers taught youngsters about wild animals. The albino Burmese python was a favorite.
The yellow and white snake, it was so beautiful. It was going to be my favorite snake in the world.
Books about animals are a hot item at the library. Not only did the kids read about the wild animals, but they also got a chance to participate in a hands-on demonstration.
We love coming to the library because the younger the kids are when they start reading, obviously the more skills they're going to have when they get older. When a kid touches a snake for the first time or an alligator for the first time and they're not in any danger, and you see their eyes get big and their smiles get broad.
The reptile wrangler will be making stops at several other libraries this summer. To find out when and where, log on to the library's website. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey, or you can email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on Twitter and friend us on Facebook. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.